Why are constitutional courts Trojan horses in Central Asia?
Trojan horses is a concept that I'm still struggling with. I used to say that constitutional courts, not in Central Asia only, but in general, are Trojan horses of democracy. Because I could see that how these courts could advance in different ways, quite controversial even ways, but they still could advance pluralistic government. They could counter the autocratic rulers, and they could advance democratic prospects. And the metaphor of Trojan horses was designated specifically to say that the courts as institutions can be a democratic players in times of transition and in times when the alliances are disintegrating and political competition is emerging.
How does political competition in Central Asian countries empower constitutional courts?
In general, political competition is not typical to Central Asia, I should say. Of 5 Central Asian countries, we have seen a form of political competition, meaningful political competition, and only one of them, Kyrgyzstan. And this is exactly a typical example of how political competition empowers the court. One way or the other, political competition absolutely empowers constitutional courts, and Kyrgyzstan is a very illustrative example of that.
What role might constitutional courts play during political transitions in Central Asia?
I think this is a question that is echoing the last questions too. It's also an important question. Constitutional courts can do it in different ways. I already spoke about how constitutional courts can be pro-democratic players. They can be Trojan horses of democracy. But even being pro-democratic players, they're doing that in different modes. They can very likely become agents of this or that political party or party to a political game. They can be partisan. They can be very strategic players. They can choose the party that is the likely winner in the political confrontation and then side with that party. Overall, nevertheless, during the political transition, they are empowered and they become a player. The mere fact that they become a player and they dilute the field of political decision makers is a quite progressive and important development. And moreover, that again, some patterns are there that show that there is pretty much a likelihood that the role of a constitutional court is more likely to be positive than negative in this process. So they really very often contribute to the process of democratization, especially in transitional periods.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.